Hey guys, welcome back. I'm doing something a little different today. For me, I never do like full face get readies with me, but I do have some things that I had picked up in my Ulta haul that I wanted to talk about. I have used all of these things, so this is not a first impression. So we will see how this goes and see if I can cut this down to at least under half an hour. Hopefully under 20 minutes, we shall see. But we're gonna get started in just a second. If you're new here, hi, my name is Annie. I am a 40-something lover of color who believes that you can have fun with color at any age. If that sounds interesting, if you would like to see more color in your timeline, if you love color as much as I do and as much as all of my subscribers here do, I would love it if you enjoyed today's video, if you would subscribe down below. So that being started, let's just, I guess, readjust here. I'm sticking to my chair. It's kind of warm. I have a headache. I had a migraine over the weekend and I'm still just feeling sensitive and the cat ears aren't helping much. Anyhow, let's go ahead and dive in here. I'm going to start with my complexion, obviously, starting with my ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. So I have actually really been enjoying this since I picked it up. I think it's really good, even on my oily skin. I think it's really, really nice. I will say this is not going to be, if you have oily skin at least, a long-lasting foundation, but it does work really well. I love the way my skin looks with it. It is, you know, a light to medium coverage, but I do love the way my skin looks with it. My skin looks very like plump and youthful, and isn't that what we're all looking for, especially when we reach a certain age? So I have mine in the shade Light 55N. I'm just going to, I don't need an entire pump of this either. I usually get like half a pump of this, and we are just going to plop that onto my face. I like, right now, at least in the summertime, I'm really enjoying like a lighter coverage. I just kind of want to even out my skin tone a bit. I have, of course, already primed my skin using both my CoTZ Face Prime and Protect and my, what is that, Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. So yeah, it's just a nice, soft coverage. It just kind of blurs everything out a little bit, kind of fades my dark spots and things like that. I did have a little spot right here. That's what that is. I may have picked at it. See, I just love the way my skin looks with this. I feel like I use it and my skin still looks like skin. It looks very natural. It doesn't look cakey. It's really lovely. I do, after I use this, because it has hyaluronic acid in it, I'm always worried when using hyaluronic acid that it is going to start drawing the moisture out of my skin. So after I use this, I do go in and spray my skin just with, right now I'm just using the Trader Joe's Watermelon Facial Mist. I love this stuff. It smells so good. But really, you just need to spray your skin with something that's a little bit hydrating. That way the hyaluronic acid doesn't pull the moisture from your skin and instead pulls it from whatever you sprayed. And I just feel like that extra step really makes it look super skin-like and super pretty. Okay, what am I doing next? Next, I'm going to put on a bit of contour. So I have been trying to make it through at least the contour shade of my Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter. I have mine in, of course, the light to medium. So I'm making a pretty good dent there. I'm just going to go in and add some of that. I don't like to do a super heavy contour, but I do like to just add a little bit of shape because my face is kind of, I don't know. All right, and then I'm going to use my Born This Way concealer in the shade Swan. I just use very minuscule amounts of concealer under my eyes because otherwise they get to be creepy and messy and not cute. Phone call away.
ready to be mine. We twist the truth to justify.
Alrighty then, next is blush. So I've just got everything in my drawers. I'm terribly unprepared and didn't pull anything out. I'm going to use the blush stick I picked up from ColourPop Cosmetics. This is the shade 25-8. I really love this. I think it is so pretty. I have been using it pretty much every day since I got it. I really like it, and I just go in with my fingers. I use my fingers a lot when I do my base, just because it really does help products to blend into your skin when you're using your body heat to do it. That's just my preference. I know a lot of people don't like to use their hands, but my hands are clean, so it's fine. I just feel like this is just such a beautiful, like, natural shade for me. I definitely need to pick more of these up. So pretty. And then maybe just a little on my nose, not too much. And once I use my fingers, I usually do go back in with my sponge just to make sure that everything's kind of, you know, seamless. And for highlight today, I think I will go in with that Becca stick that I used to hate and now really enjoy. What is this called? This is the Becca Skin Love Glow Glaze Stick. And again, I just use my fingers for that. And I'm just gonna put it right here on the highest points of my cheeks to hopefully make it look like I actually have some cheekbones. I'm so jealous of those people with just the, like, totally, like, cut cheekbones. Ugh, so beautiful. This just adds just a little bit of kind of like a natural glow. I am going to cover it with powder because if I don't powder, we'll have a hot mess before this video is even finished. So, powder, we are going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder in the shade Vanilla. And I don't think I want to pack it on at all today. I'm just going to go in very lightly if I can find my brush that I want. I do not powder under my eyes ever. Okay, moving right along to contour. I'm going to use my Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. I'm just going to go in with the shade Light Contour because, yes, anything darker, and it's too dark for me. And I'm just going to use this ginormous fan brush. I actually really like this for contour because it's really hard to screw it up.
Two wrongs doesn't make it right. I'll be yours.
I just go very lightly. I am not one of those people who is talented enough to really change the shape of my face. I just not. Okay, I'm still trying to get rid of this Tarte little Park Avenue Princess. I think I got this in an Ipsy a long time ago, and I'm making progress. So we're going to continue using this until hopefully it's gone.
Till the morning light. Right here in
Okay, I think we're gonna wait on blush and highlight until I do my eyes because sometimes that will influence what I put on my face. For my eyes, I am going to use the Nabla Cutie palette. This is the Wild Berry palette, number 5. Of course, it looks like this. And I talked about this in my palette, what is it? Palettes purchased so far in 2020. And so if you watch that video, you'll know that I'm not a huge fan of the shimmers because they're just more like topper shades. They're not, bam, punch you in the eye. So I am also going to use, let me pull it out of my palette here and hopefully not destroy it. Ah, I destroyed another shadow instead. Oh, I'm going to use Tucanna from Devinah. Oh my gosh, I destroyed one of my favorite shadows. I'm so sad. I can't believe I did that. Such a pretty shade. Oh, okay, sorry. We're going to use Tucanna from Devinah today. I should have just left it in here. Silly me. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I'm rambling like I always do. So taking my Nabla Cuties palette, this is going to be a very simple eye look today, but hopefully will look very cool because of that shadow. Do I want to do, I might do a halo. I just did a halo, but we might do a halo anyways. We might do a halo anyways, I think. So I am going to start with the shade Botanica Juice, I think, on this kind of fluffy brush here. Botanica Juice is the shade here. We're just going to wipe off my mirror so I can actually see in it. There we go. And we're just going to run that through the crease. I still might not do. I don't know. I have no plan. This is me flying by the seat of my pants. I don't know. I feel like my eye's looking kind of droopy today. Maybe we're not going to do a halo. I always feel like when they look exceptionally hooded and droopy, I don't like a halo. We are going to move on to the next shade. I'm going to go in with Venom, which is this shade here. I'm going to pack that in the outer V area here, but I still want this one to be kind of blown out. And then last but not least, we are going to go into the shade Blackberry. I'm going to take that on a fairly small little brush to start with. And we are going to put this right here to deepen out the outer V.
Right here, all that matters is you and I. So hold on and let's save this night.
Then I just want to kind of blend all that a little bit more.
Lovers to fight.
Okay, I'm happy with the way that's looking. We're going to go ahead and apply some shadows to the lower lash line as well. Going in with Venom on just this little bitty smudger brush. I am going to smudge that along. Not going to take it quite all the way.
For the joy of making up.
And then using the same brush, I'm just going to clean it off here on my little color switcher. I'm actually going to go into the shade Incense, which is, this is like one of their vinyl shadows, and I'm going to put that in the very inner portion there of my lower lash line.
We both escape, trying to feel safe.
Note to self, don't stab yourself in the eye with the brush. That does not feel good at all. Alrighty then, for my lashes, for my lid, I'm going to go in with that Devinah shadow, Tucanna. So I'm going to, of course, use my NYX Glitter Primer. Boy, I'm doing great here. That is not the brush that I'm looking for. This is the brush that I'm looking for, and I'm just going to obviously pick that up on a flat shader brush.
Favorite mistake playing on repeat. Baby.
And then just using this same brush, I am going to pick up some of that shade Tucanna. I love this shade. It's so pretty. It's one of their newer ones. And I just think it is absolutely divine. So gorgeous.
Every heartbeat, I'll be yours till the morning.
It's so pretty, you guys. It's so pretty. I love it so much. And then I do just want to blend along that top edge because I don't want it to be super harsh. So I'm just going to start with that brush that I started with and just kind of blend that edge a bit. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I hope you guys can see it. I just realized you guys are kind of far away, but at this point in the video, it's a little late, so sorry. And then of course I do want to make sure I blend these two together, so I'm going to pick up just a little bit more blackberry, and I'm just going to tap it over where they meet and drag towards the outer corner.
We'll breathe in life.
This shadow is just insanely beautiful, insanely beautiful. For my inner corner, I am not going to use one of the shimmers in the palette either. I am actually going to use one of my favorite products of life, which is from Beauty Bar Baby. These are the Multi-Chrome Flakes. This is the shade Cotton Candy Clouds. Again, one of my favorite shades. Absolutely love them. Going to just pick up this little teeny tiny brush from Dose of Colors, and using the very pointy pencil-y end here, just going to grab a smidge of the glitter primer.
Both of us lost in this ugly lie. Right here, all that matters is you and I. So darling, hold on.
I love them so much. I do. I'm kind of obsessed. Okay. Next, I need eyeliner. What do I want to use for eyeliner? With this look, I think I want to go with something to keep it kind of monochromatic. So I think if I can find the pencil that I am looking for, yes, my thing cut me off. So we are going to pick up right where we left off. Luckily, I was looking right at the camera when it did. I'm going to use liner. I'm going to use the shade Love Drug from Urban Decay. I will probably cut this out because I don't like the faces I make when I put liner on. I just don't. Okay, mascara. Mascara is going to wait for a minute. Let's go in with highlight and blush. So I've got this very okay, first of all, wait. Can you see the shift of this shadow? I don't know if you can. I can. It shifts from like a champagne-y shade to that gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous pink shade. Oh, sorry. In love. In love. I'll just leave you there. For my blush, I think I want to kind of go with this kind of darker kind of theme here. So I'm going to use my Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in the shade Tropic Hues. It's one of my all-time favorite blushes. I love this blush so much. And I like to keep my blush kind of high up because, again, I don't have those amazing cheekbones. And so if I bring it down too low, I feel like it pulls my face down. Probably also because, you know, aging and all of that, and things just start to sag, which is not always the cutest. All right, for highlighter today, what do I want to use? I think we are going to go with my Mars Melter because I love this. So this is the Kaleidos Makeup Mars Melter. It's one of my favorites. I adore this highlight. It's got that kind of reddy pink tone that I want. And then because I always blend everything all together when I'm done, using my Revolution Pro Skin Finish. This is in the shade Luminescence. I always do this. I just feel like it makes sure everything is nice and blended and beautiful.
Let's save this night.
And before I put my mascara on, I do want to spray my face. I always like to spray before mascara because I don't want to wind up with my mascara bleeding on me for some reason. So I'm just going to use the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. It's a long name. Got this in my BoxyCharm. Really like it. It smells like coconut water. I am here for it. And then I always do this. Now, because it's a dewy spray, I kind of like dewy sprays and things like that. but because it's dewy, I always go in with a matte setting spray after I use it. I like the dewy one to kind of melt everything in together, and then I like to use a matte one afterwards to make sure that it stays matte. So I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Blur Spray. I love this one. I feel like it really does blur your skin. However, the sprayer is kind of intense. Whew. Okay, lipstick. What do I want to use for lipstick? I want to continue with the berry theme. First, I want to get the cat hair that I can feel on my face off of my face. Great. Cats. Lipstick. Let's see. What do we want to use for lipstick? Do I want to use... I do love this shade. I think this is so pretty. We're going to use this. I'm going to apply this, and I'm going to apply my mascara off camera. I cannot put lipstick on. I'm messy. Mascara, no one needs to watch me do that for 15 minutes. And then I'll be back with my hair not in these ears and show you everything. Hold on. Okay, so here is the finished look. I forgot to tell you that this is the Too Faced Melted Metallic lipstick in the shade I Want to Rock With You. This is one of my favorite like dark burgundy shades. I think it is so pretty, so pretty. And it's a metallic lip. I don't mind a metallic lip, but it's not like one of those like super shiny ones. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. So yeah, this is everything. I'm really happy with how it came out. I love the way that Tucanna, I'm going to leave it in there today because I already killed it once. Tucanna, which is this shade right here, how it goes along with this palette. I think it's really pretty. This is really like my kind of neutral. This is what I would consider like a neutral look for me. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm going to just zoom out just a little because I feel like we're like really close. If you were wondering about my nails, I picked up these from MBA Cosmetics. This is the shade Sponge Sugar, and this is like their, I think she's like her, I don't know, pastel. This is her summer pastel collection. I picked up all of them, so I have them all here. So far, the only one I've tried is the yellow, and I really like it. I mean, I've only had it on my nails for a day, so I can't speak to longevity or anything, but it went on really nicely, and I like it. I think it's fun. So yeah, that's all the things today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully I can trim this down a bit. We're currently, before editing, I'm at about close to 40 minutes, so we're gonna chop that down significantly. I know it's not like super chatty. I feel weird just chit-chatting. I have to try to probably maybe get better at that, but anyways, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Again, this is a great foundation. I bet if you have dry skin, this would be amazing. As an oily girl, I could never wear this all day on a long day, but it is great right now in the summer and right now when I don't have to go anyplace. Of course, when I go back to work next week, so I'll already be back at work when you see this, I won't be wearing foundation at all because I have to wear a mask. So I'm not gonna be wearing foundation, but this is great for short days when you don't have have to be wearing your makeup for a long time. I really do like this. And I really do like this palette. I think it's really pretty. Again, if you like super bright blinding shimmers, these are not those kinds of shimmers. These are more like topper shades. I did not use them at all today. I have used them, and for me, they're just okay, but I'm sure that lots of people really do love them. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button down below. And hey, if you hated today's video, leave me a dislike. That works too. I'm good with that. And while you're down there pushing those buttons, I would love it if you would hit subscribe. And next to subscribe is that little bell. If you ring that little bell, you'll be notified of all of my uploads. And of course, I'm on Instagram. You can find me there at @SeeMyBliss_beauty. Hope to see you guys there as well. I know lots of you guys are. And with that being said, please remember to wash your hands, wear your masks, be kind to your friends, be kind to your families, be kind to your neighbors, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!